Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day today. Hope you are having a productive day today. Today, I'm gonna share with you. I'm gonna talk a little bit about real world examples of why you need a fire plan. Real world examples of why you need a fire plan. You may be asking, what is a fire plan, Alex? Fire plan is financial independence, retire early plan. You must absolutely have a plan. So, in this video, I want to share with you a real world example of why I'm always talking about, why I'm always preaching about the importance of having a financial plan. So hopefully this will shed light on this situation. I feel bad for the people involved in this, but um, let's just get right into it, shall we? So, boom. Let me read the article for you. And the headline to the article is Better.com CEO fires 900 employees over Zoom. And let me just kind of share with you a little bit of what took place. So it says Better.com CEO Vishal Garg announced the mortgage company is laying off about 9% of its workforce. Okay? 900 employees is what it roughly comes down to, were being terminated just before the holidays. It said, if you're on this call, you are part of the unlucky group that is being laid off, the CEO said. Your employment here is terminated effective immediately. Terminated effective immediately. So, real quick question. How many of those 900 people do you think, when they went into work that day, that morning, that they were going to be fired, that they were going to be terminated, that they were going to be let go? How many people of those 900 you think were actually prepared for being let go? Huh. Good question, huh? Good question. Let me go on and read a little bit more of this. It said that the CEO cited market efficiencies, performance, and productivity as the reason behind the firings. Okay. The CEO said he accused employees of stealing from their colleagues and customers by being unproductive and only working 2 hours a day. 2 hours a day. That's what he said. Now, the company, Better.com, is a mortgage company that is backed by a bank called SoftBank. The lender, Better.com, they announced in May that they were going to go public, meaning they were going to be trading their shares, publicly trading their shares on the stock exchange, right? And last week, they received $750 million in cash as part of the deal. As part of the deal. Now, the company gets $750 million in cash as a part of getting ready to go public. And then 24 hours later, he fires 900 people. And so my question is, of all of those people who were fired, how many of those people you think were prepared to be let go? prepared to be fired. And so that's the reason why, guys, I'm always talking about creating your financial independence, retire early plan. Because now these people, the 900 who were let go, now hopefully they are in a place where they have an emergency fund set aside. Okay, because it may take them a little bit. It may take them a little while to be able to get another job. So are they going to be able to pay their bills for the next month, 2 months, 3 months, however long it takes for them to find another job? So part of your fire plan obviously is having an emergency fund. Have an emergency fund. That's obviously very key. What else is a part of your fire plan? Having a fire plan means that you have multiple streams of income. So guess what? If in case your CEO or the CEO of your company decides to come in and fire 900 people, right? Your financial situation would not be impacted as much because of your fire plan, meaning you have multiple streams of income coming in. That at a minimum, you would still be able to pay your bills. You would still be able to cover your basic living expenses for the foreseeable future, even if you did not have an emergency fund set aside. But you should have an emergency fund set aside. What else is a part of your fire plan? That you should have monies set aside that's invested, that is growing for you, right? So the money that you have invested, possibly that money could be used for you to be able to live off of because it's generating some income for you. You have either monies invested in stocks, bonds, other commodities. Maybe you have some real estate. Maybe you have a car that's been rented out on Turo, or you have real estate that's been rented out on Airbnb. Maybe you have a digital business. Maybe you have an e-commerce, a job shipping business. That you have something else that is generating income for you passively. So, in between you looking for another job, maybe you can begin to work your home based business. Maybe you can begin to scale the business that you already have that's up and operating for you while you were working with better.com. So, that's the reason why, guys, I always talk about, hey, we have to be very, very strategic and very mindful about what our financial plan is, because this could happen to any of us. It can happen to any of us, because if you are not the person, if you are not the head of that company, if you're not a head of HR, if you're not a head of finance or operations or what have you, then you're not in a position to determine whether or not your job is cut or not. So you're at the mercy of someone else. So the important thing is, guess what? You need to position yourself so if in fact you are let go today, you and your family would not be impacted. And the only way that you can do that is by having a fire plan. The first step to having a fire plan is you need to know exactly where you currently are in your finances so you can figure out where you need to strengthen your finances, what areas you're doing well in, and what things you can continue doing. And once you know exactly where you are in your finances, then you can begin to develop a strategy for moving forward, for moving ahead, for making sure that you are not a victim of your company laying you off. Okay. So the next step to that is if you go to alexbjones.com/fitness, FITNESS, I have a free financial assessment there for you that you can take. It only takes a couple of minutes. but it'll give you great insight to understanding where you are in your finances, right? And you will learn, okay, here are some areas that I need to strengthen in. Here's some areas I need to work on first. And you can start developing strategies for moving forward for strengthening your finances. alexbjones.com/fitness. Take advantage of that opportunity. I definitely encourage you to do that. So there you have it. This is a real world example of why it is so important for you to have a fire plan. Because if you're working for someone else, that means you are not in the position that you need to be to determine whether or not you keep your job. So you need to make sure that you have your finances in place and your finances in order so you are able to continue to live and not be a victim of someone else firing or letting you go. So, hey, this is Alex Jones. Take advantage of the financial fitness self assessment, alexbjones.com/fitness. See you in the next episode. Take care. God bless.